Now, let's cross the ditch, where today the Prime Minister kicked off his visit to New Zealand for talks with Jacinda Ardern. Live to political reporter Trudy McIntosh in Queenstown. Trudy, our relationship with China, it's set to be top of the agenda, is it?
It certainly is, Chris. We're here in Queenstown for the Prime Minister's flying visit, around 24 hours on the ground. There's no closer relationship, you'd argue, than that between Australia and New Zealand, but certainly there is some tension in it at the moment. The tension centring around the very different approaches that each of the governments has taken when it comes to Beijing. We know that Australia remains in the diplomatic deep freeze. It's been there for years and there's no sign of a thaw. It's not the case this side of the Tasman. The free trade agreement was upgraded earlier in the year and are able to get calls back from their Chinese counterparts. Scott Morrison wants this to be a show of unity this trip. He would like to project the image to the region that Australia and New Zealand cannot be torn apart when it comes to this relationship. Have a listen to his comments today and what we heard from Jacinda Ardern, a softening really, saying that at the end of the day, Australia and New Zealand are family.
This is another opportunity to reinforce our commitment to the security interests of the region, the security interests of our bilateral partnership, and to advance our economic cooperation for our mutual prosperity and for jobs.
We won't always see every issue in the same way. In this increasingly complex geostrategic environment, family is incredibly important. And Australia, you are our family.
Now, we're here in the beautiful tourist mecca that is Queenstown. You'd think that that would mean we'll be seeing Scott Morrison and Jacinda Ardern maybe on a jet boat or bungee jumping. But Chris, let me tell you this, that is not the case. Scott Morrison's office, I'm told, has turned down several offers to go on one of those nice glitzy tourist things here. He doesn't want to be selling to Australians coming across the ditch to spend their money here. He wants to focus on the security issues in the region. Not a very good look either, I'd have to say, at a time when millions of Victorians are locked down, for him to be having fun over this side of the Tasman.
That's very, very true. An astute observation. Thank you for that, Trudy.